I think that our veterans, and particularly notable members of our community that are interred here and other cemeteries, their history needs to be preserved and their legacy needs to carry on forward.
Gene Thoreau, the past commander of American Legion Post 124, is honoring veterans one gravestone at a time. Gene has spent hundreds of hours in Pine Hill Cemetery in Westfield and Southwick's Old Cemetery, cleaning the headstones and monuments of veterans of all wars.
This is a World War I veteran. As you can see, it's very difficult to read the name. The product I use is called D/2. It's used by the Department of the Interior, the White House, the Supreme Court, amongst other buildings. It's used by the National Park Service at all the national cemeteries. And you can see like the agent showing up a little white there. I'm going to use this soft natural brush and work my way from the bottom up to the circular motions. And you see that I don't have to press at all. I'm not putting any pressure on it. I'm just doing a circular motion just to get it working there real well. So it works its way into the stone. It kills all the biological growth that's inside the stone. And then afterwards, through the combination of the sun, particularly the sun, wind and rain, it will draw all that stuff out in a matter of months. This monument, you come back, will be completely white. It'll be absolutely gorgeous.
What Gene and his volunteers are doing, stone by stone, is preserving history. So a veteran like 19-year-old Bernard Barnes, killed in action in Europe in 1944, won't be forgotten.
Bernard, well, he was a young man that got called up like so many other men in that time era to serve in World War II. And he served over in Europe, obviously, and died at a very young age, at the age of 19. So that made my grandmother a Gold Star mother, and also prevented my father from going to serve because he was the last remaining male in the family.
And now his headstone, originally set over 70 years ago, almost looks brand new.
But to actually come up here and to be able to legibly read everything and to see the dates and to kind of remember the people, and you tend to almost forget some of the details because it's so dirty and washed over with muck, and then you come and you clean it off. You know, it's a source of pride that when our family members come up here, they can actually see a beautiful renovated gravestone and can read clearly all the dates and the names. So it's been a very special thing for us.
They sacrificed so much for our liberty and freedom, and just imagine if it wasn't for Stanley Kellogg Smith, his son, what he did in World War II, or Richard Vincent over there, who paid the ultimate sacrifice in Tarawa on November 20th, 1943. So we have a lot to be grateful and thankful for. I sure am. And so it's not too much for me to spend some of my time cleaning and preserving monuments for our heroes as well as other notable citizens in our community.
For Veterans Voices, I'm Rich Teddemer, 22 News.
Children with disabilities who at one time could only dream of playing baseball like the other kids now get their chance thanks to the Miracle League, founded in 2015. So the Daisy Oliveria's 7-year-old can experience what it's like to participate in America's pastime.
It means some type of normalcy. It means that my son could play baseball and just be a regular 7-year-old boy and not look at his difference in any type of way.
Those words mean so much to Miracle League supporters such as Brian Feely, who took the concept of expanding the horizons of disabled children and turned it into reality.
It gets me up on Sunday mornings and seeing the kids and the joy on their faces, from the parents to the kids to all the volunteers, and seeing all the good work that we do.
And just as soon as State Representative Jim Welch tossed out the ceremonial first pitch, it was batter up for the 4th season of Miracle League Baseball. 8 games in the spring, 6 more in the fall. All played with verve and determination by kids, many of whom never imagined they would one day be playing baseball. And on a specially constructed diamond at Springfield College. funded by the Carl Ripken Sr. Foundation. A baseball diamond very pleasing to these young players.
Great hit by Potter!
Most fields have a bunch of sand on them, and that usually gets your clothes dirty, but this one doesn't have sand, so it's really good.
It's baseball for everyone at its most inspiring, where the American League teams all experience victory through their own accomplishments and through the cheers of their families and adult volunteers. In Springfield, Cy Becker, 22 News.
It's a moment that's been 7 years in the making, and it's now just 4 days away. 22 News anchor Tamara Sakarzik toured MGM Springfield and gives us a sneak peek inside ahead of opening day.
When you walk in the doors, you're going to see the history of Springfield.
History is unfolding in the south end of Springfield.
There's nothing in the industry like what we've done.
It's a first for the industry and a first for the city. MGM Springfield will open their doors this week, and when they do, you won't just be walking into a casino, you'll be walking into a history lesson. 22 News got a sneak peek of all of the action. This is the hotel lobby, and it has a lot of history from Western Massachusetts, but it also has some history from Las Vegas. This hotel sign is more than 100 years old and was taken from the Golden Gate Casino in Las Vegas.
If you're a history buff, this place is going to be amazing for you to see. Our hotel lobby, the exterior facades, our outdoor plaza anchored by the armory, and all the homages which we've weaved into an industrial chic atmosphere, but with whimsical playfulness that is inspired by Dr. Seuss.
Many of the books you'll see in the lobby come from the Springfield Library. Some of them were even written by local authors. This roulette wheel was purchased from the Brimfield Antique Show, and this Indian motorcycle is from one of the city's most historic companies.
I really just want to make sure we're highlighting all the great things that Springfield has. A lot of the industrial innovation. I'm excited to show the public what a beautiful facility is, and it's going to be their neighbors and friends helping us staff it.
MGM Springfield President Mike Mathis told 22 News the casino bridges the gap between the old and the new, from the gaming floor to the bowling alley, movie theater, and restaurants. Their goal was to build a destination that's nothing like the city has ever seen before. In Springfield, Tamara Sakarzik, 22 News.